What's up, guys? It's Crystal Lee, and today I wanted to come and talk about the top 5 reasons why people mess up when they start their businesses. Top 5 mistakes people make. I wish I knew this when I started my business because I did a lot of these things, but I'm gonna help you. I got my phone here because I got some notes because I need you to know everything that you shouldn't do. Okay, so number 1, not doing your research. Listen, family, I love you guys. I know that you have an amazing design and you like, this one is gonna kill it, I'm gonna make $1 million. There are a lot of people making a lot of money from t-shirts with no inventory, no overhead, making millions of dollars, but they are making all of that money because they had a really, really good design. So I want you to make sure that you do your research before you start your business, and not knowing your market, not knowing if there is a need for your product is going to mess you up. That is a huge mistake that people make, and this is one that I want you to definitely write down. So I want you to make sure that you look up current trends, right? That you know what colors are hot right now, what's really selling, what are people really excited about. Like in one season, people could be excited about, oh, but then next fall, that may not be popular anymore. So if your shirt says, oh, for the fall, and next year that's not in anymore, your shirt may not sell as well. So you want to make sure you're keeping up with current trends. You want to make sure that you are looking at other companies that are selling something similar to you. I'm in the Christian inspirational space, so I see other companies that are similar, but I don't copy anybody. I just look for inspiration, see how they do it. So you want to see what everybody else is doing, how everybody else is pricing their products, you know, just all of that good stuff, their social media, but you do not want to copy. And you absolutely want to check out the trademark website just to make sure that the design idea that you have, the slogan, the logo, all of that stuff is not trademarked, because I do not want you to get sued. Okay? Okay. Number 2, a bad design. So it goes into number 1 with your research. You want to make sure that somebody outside of your mom, your cousins, your auntie, and everybody else that you love and that loves you, loves your design, right? Because the design is what is going to sell your product. Again, what I just said, I know that you may be passionate about your design. You may want the glitter, the sparkles, and all the stuff going on, but you got to make sure that your design is going to sell to people. I always say, if you've been following me for a minute, I also am doing live webinars every single week, and I say this every week. You want for your design to invoke some type of emotion out of somebody. You want for somebody to be like, oh, what's that? Or what does that mean? Or, oh, I don't agree with that. Or, you know, right now I have my amazing intern here with me. Her name is Jillian. Her shirt says, in control of my reality. Come here, Jillian. Let's see your shirt.
Hey, guys.
You see her shirt? In control of my reality. I saw her shirt today and I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. I love that. So that just got an emotion out of me. Thank you, Jillian. That got an emotion out of me today to say, I'm in control of my reality. I want that shirt. So you want for people to see your shirt and to be attracted to it in some way, or be upset about it in some way. You want to invoke some type of emotion out of people. So just think about that with your design. You don't want it to be overly busy. You don't want 5,000-6,000 colors. Simple is always best, right? But number 2, bad designs, that can really, really mess you up. So you want to make sure that there is a need, and that the marketplace, that there is actually a demand for your product. Okay? Number 3, buying too much inventory, or sometimes having inventory at all. So listen, I know that you're like, I gotta have all my sizes on deck for all of my customers. You do not have to go out and buy a bunch of inventory before you know if there's actually a demand for your product. I always suggest either using the pre-order model, which is showing people your shirt, maybe getting a couple for yourself and your friends, making sure you take some really dope pictures, you get some really good models in the shirt so they can see how to wear it, and then you doing pre-order. You tell your customers, hey, this may take 21 to 30 days to receive your order, and then take in the orders and then go buy your products after that, right? You don't want to be stuck with a bunch of inventory and you don't know whether or not people want that product. That is the worst thing you can do, especially when you go out and spend a bunch of money on stuff and you just have it. Sometimes there's a demand for different sizes. Your customers may really want large and extra large, and you may run out of those, but you got a bunch of smalls and mediums. So you really don't want to go out and buy a bunch of inventory and spend a bunch of money until you know kind of how your customer is going to flow and kind of what they want. So either do pre-order Or you can also drop ship, which I'm going to talk about that in the upcoming video. How easy is it to drop ship and how to do it effectively. So please do not go out and buy a bunch of inventory before you know if there is a demand for your product, and kind of get to know your customer. So let's move on to number 4. Pricing too low, or not knowing how to price your t-shirts. You want to make sure that you are actually making some money, right? Because that's the reason why you're doing this, right? I know you got an awesome idea and you're super excited about it. I love Girl Plus Guy, but it's still a business, and I got to make sure that the company is profitable, or what am I even doing it for, right? So you want to make sure that you are actually making enough money, that your profit margin, which is the money that you make after you pay for the shirt. So if you're drop shipping, for example, and it costs you $10 to make your shirt, if you price your shirt at $20, give or take shipping and a couple of other factors, you're going to be making about $10 per shirt. That may or may not be enough for you. So you want to make sure that you have a really good profit margin for your business. And this is going to be determined by whether or not you drop ship, whether or not you're buying inventory, how much you're going to charge for shipping. All of those things are going to matter, but you want to make sure that you're not pricing your product too low, so that you can actually make some money from your business. And number 5 is a bad quality, right? This is a really, really big mistake that people make in the beginning, because you just rush out there and start, and you don't really do number 1, which is your research. You got to make sure that everything from your printer, if you are getting your own shirts printed, to the cut of the shirt, which when I say cut, that means, is it V-neck, is it crew neck? Everything has to be great quality. This is your name on the product. People don't care whether or not you got the shirt from a dropship company, whether or not you bought it yourself. The product is gonna have your name on it, so you got to make sure it is top notch. Okay, so I want you to make sure that you research really great companies for shirts. This is just a little bonus, because everybody always asks me what are my favorite shirts. I love Bella Canvas. The shirt I have on right now is Next Level. That's the brand of the shirt. A lot of people go for Gildan because it's cheaper, but it's also not the greatest quality. But it's definitely dependent on you, what you like, materials, your customer. I serve women. I have a lot of women, and that's the reason why my shirts are always a fashion fit. But you want to make sure, no matter who you're serving, that you have a great quality product. Word of mouth is a really great marketing tool, and it will work against you if your product is terrible. Okay, people will talk about you, how bad your product is. I can't believe this shirt was tearing up like this. So you want to make sure that once you choose your t-shirt, and once you choose a printer or a dropship company, that you order a sample, that you wash it a few times, you roll around in it, you tear it up, you got to make sure that you got a good product, because it has your name on it. And I don't want for you to put anything out there and you get a bad reputation, because it's very hard to get it back. Okay, so I hope that these quick tips helped you out. Girl Plus Goals did start. I'm super excited about it. And so if you missed my other videos where I talked about Girl Plus Goals, it is my online community for female entrepreneurs looking to grow their t-shirt businesses faster. I'm going to leave all of the info in the description box down there, so you can join and be a part of it. I'm super excited about you and your business. Listen, go through these tips, write them down, and reference them anytime you need to, because I promise you, you will make mistakes, right? That's a part of the game. It's just, failure is a part of success. But I want to help you out with some of the stuff that I did wrong, so that you hopefully don't do it wrong, and hopefully they help you. So I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.